This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so guys, we have already discussed about demo classes, and those are already completed. And today we are going to see about so how to create a Salesforce org, and uh, and also like I will explain overview about the Salesforce. So as of now, we have not seen how to create Salesforce and all kind of things. So let's see. So what you need to do is you need to go to login developer.salesforce.com. So I'm sharing with you guys in a chatter. You can keep copy and paste it. And okay, so developer.salesforce.com. And once you click on this URL, right? So what you can do is here right side you can see sign up. Okay, so click on the sign up green button, right side top corner you can see, click on it. And can you see it's like a Gmail account how you are creating, right? So same way you can check it. And if you don't know, if you forget this URL, right, simply so you can go to this one Google, so sign up Salesforce free org, simply developer org free org, whatever it may be. Okay, so you can see here developer.salesforce.com Google. You can check with Google also. Okay, so what you can do is first don't remember this URLs, so try it. So by searching in Google, right, you can try like this, because Google search also very important. From today onwards you can learn like that way. Okay, so you can see developer data sign up for Salesforce developer edition. Okay, so you can search like this, and you can open it. Okay, and long back I have mentioned, right, so different Salesforce editions. Salesforce editions, right? Let me show. Okay, Salesforce editions and licenses. In demo class, I have explained about this one. Let's see. Okay, that URL I need to pick up it. Cloud pricings, right? Yeah, now you can see. So in our demo class, I have mentioned. So suppose if any company bought a Sales Cloud license or any other cloud licenses, right? Okay, so they need to buy any one of the edition, like essential edition, professional edition, enterprise, and unlimited. So these are the editions. Any one edition they need to buy it, right? So now we don't want any, I mean, paid licenses. What we want is so free license we need. Okay, so we need to buy a free license, I mean, no need to buy a free license. So for that one, what I'm going to show you is, so this is the way to create a free license. Okay, so Salesforce will provide all the features. See, this is the highest edition, guys. Unlimited edition is the highest edition, and it has every feature. Okay, so whatever features we are having in unlimited edition, same features we can have in the free edition also. The free edition name is developer edition. You can remember the name, guys. Okay, so going forward, right, you need to remember the technical names. It is always better to you to remember the technical names. Okay, it is a developer edition, free edition. And let's see. Now you can provide all your details, like anything. So let me show you. This is the first name and last name, and your email. Okay, Gmail address you can give. So you no need to give your company emails also. Some people are working in a company, right? You no need to give. You can give your personal Gmail. If you want to give your company email, not a problem. Okay, and role. Okay, So some people are asking, sir, I don't have any job, what role I can give? So simply what you can do is a developer role you can give. Okay, there is no difference if you give anything. Okay, and don't be particular with the roles. It's a simple. And company. So if you are working in a company, you can give, otherwise dummy. Otherwise, so everyone are so learning Salesforce, right? Even Salesforce also a company you can give. So there is no use. Okay, I will tell you at the, so after a few classes, right, I will explain you what is this company, what is this role, all these things, right, where it is storing and what are the benefits. Right now just give a dummy companies or your companies anything, not a problem. Okay, now country India, right? If you want you can give US, not a problem. Postal code anything you can give. Okay, so now you have provided few values, right? Now this is very important. Okay, here username is very important. Have you seen the sample example? Name at the rate of email. Generally I prefer to you give email only as a username, so that you cannot forget this username. Why this username? Username is the main thing you need to remember. To logging into Salesforce, you need to always provide this username. Understand? Okay, not an email. Username is the one you need to provide to logging into Salesforce org going forward. Okay, that is the reason. Whatever you remember easily, so you can give same email, same that. Okay, what I am going to give is like Trainee Mohan. You are the 11th batch, right? So Trainee Mohan 11 I am giving, and say VLR training. Okay, .com. Anything. This is a company name. VLRonlinetraining.com. I can give. Okay. So either a Gmail you can give, and but in real time, you know, so it's with the company name, guys. Suppose you are working with Accenture, right? So generally you used to give like this, Accenture.com. Okay, if you are working in a real time, right? So like so paid editions, so there you need to provide company names. Okay, or sandbox names, so like that they will give, don't worry. Now VLR training, VLR online training, right? And I am giving like this. Okay, so what you can do is my suggestion is you can give your email address. Otherwise what you can do is you can give any name which you remember easily. Okay, and next sign me up. So let me explain one more time, guys. So you can go to developer.org. Okay, so you can Google it, sign up Salesforce developer.org. Okay, you need to remember for what edition you are going to sign up. Developer edition. So the remaining all editions are paid editions, and only developer edition is the free edition. You can sign up for developer edition, and a few people will see 30 days trial also. See, remember guys, you should not give 30 days trial. Okay, so sandbox, those things I will explain later. Okay, so 30 days, so trial, you should not register for 30 days trial and these kind of things. You should always check for developer edition. This is the name. Okay, you need to check developer edition. Otherwise simply you can go to developer.salesforce.com. I have already provided in the charter group, and go to click on the sign up. See my mouse top side right corner. Okay, after login you can see here. Okay, you can go here, and after that one you can fill all the details, any details. Okay, don't worry, you can personal email you can give, and any company name, any role you can give anything, and username whatever you have given you can remember it. So you can give your own email as a username also, or if you want to give separate you can give it. Okay, so after that one you need to click on sign me up. Click on it. 86 people joined. Okay, almost there, done. Okay, next what you can see, read it. So don't go blindly. Okay, don't do anything blindly, so read it, almost there. So below what they have given, please check your email to confirm your account. So you need to go to your email. Which email I need to go? I have already given one email address in above of the information, right? I need to go to that email. So trainee one Mohan email address I need to go. So this is my email address which I have given. So I need to wait for that email address. Still I didn't get any email. 1 second. So sometimes, right, it will go for spam also in some situations. Okay, no. Regarding the course fees, right? So you can check with institute. I have already mentioned 16,000. Okay, I don't know. I mean,
Mohan, this is Priya
waiting
here.
for
Can you
that.
check your...
Yeah, now I can. 1 second, 1 second. So related to personal questions, right? Please ask at the end of the training. Okay, it is a recording right now, right? If you have any doubts related to topic, you can ask in between, not a problem. But related to personal questions, right? So at the end of the training, you can ask. Okay. So at the end of the training, I will stop recording. You can ask any kind of personal questions. So finally, it came. Okay. Sometimes it took late, right? So that is the reason it came. And now, yeah, any question related to this one? So someone is asking the question, which is related to personal or is it related to topic?
Actually, I got that email in the categories section, so I just wanted to ask you to check there, but then you got it in the inbox itself, so that's fine.
Oh, okay. Thanks. No problem. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So now you got an email, right? It will be like this. Thanks for signing up for Salesforce and come down. So click below to verify your account. Either you can click on this one. Okay. And after that, right? So what you need to do is you need to remember this is what username. Okay. So your email is different and your username is different. Here I have given like that. Okay. I need to click on the verify link. Now I need to change my password. As of now, I have not provided any password. So now I am going to set a new password. So trainee Mohan 11 VLR training. Okay. You can give your own passwords. And it is important, guys. So in what city you were born? These are the questions, security questions. Okay. Any question you can select. Okay, not only so I have selected this question. You want to select any question, but answer you need to remember. That is very important. Okay. So now I have added my password. I have set a new password and so clicked on the change password button. Okay. So that's it. Now this is Salesforce, guys. Close everything. So this is the Salesforce org, free org, and even in real time, so paid orgs are there, right? So even if you bought a Salesforce paid orgs also, so you can see same. There is no difference even in real time also. See, suppose I have bought these orgs, unlimited org or enterprise org. Okay, company bought and you are working in those orgs, right? So same screen, same. Okay, there is no difference. Even pinpoint difference also not be there. for every org, whether it is a paid org or whether it is a free org. So you can see same screen and so same features. Okay, there is no difference. So that is the benefit you are going to have. Like so even in real time also you don't feel any difference, even it is a sandbox or even it is a production, whatever it may be. Going forward I will explain what is a production orgs and sandbox. So forget about those things right now. So real time, in real time also, so you can see same screens, that's it. Okay, now I have logged into this one, right? You can see screens like that. So now I want to log out. Okay, I want to log out. How can I log out? So can you see here view profile right side icon? So click on it. Okay, so once I click on it, so you can see here Mohan Trainee and URL logout. Okay, where right side, top right side icon is there, click on the logout button. I want to show you how to logging in. So close this one, and now if you want to log in, what you can do is login.salesforce.com. Either you can type like this, okay, or Google it, Salesforce login. Okay, Salesforce login. If you give that one, search, Google search. Always search is very important. Okay, instead of remembering all the URLs, right? Search is very important. And you can see login Salesforce. So click on it. Okay, even in real time also same URL. Okay, this is the URL you are going to use to logging into so paid orgs, and log in with a different username. These are not my usernames, these are so previous batch usernames, and now current username is this one. Okay, now what is my username? I should give only username. This is the username which I have given when I am creating the org. Okay, copy it, and I should not give my email address, remember. So suppose few people will give email address as the username. Okay, and in that case you can give so email address, because both are same, that is the reason. So ultimately you should give username instead of email, and the password which I have set recently, right? You should give same password, you should remember that one. Okay, you can give remember me, so that at least the username it will remember. And so if you create any Google account, right, the password also will be saved. Okay, click on login now. Okay, you can save the password also if you do. That's it. And now so mobile number. So why I need to register mobile number? Sometimes security tokens are there, right? Like even OTPs, generally we are calling OTPs, right? So same kind of things, if you want to get to your mobile, right, you can register your mobile number here. Or if you don't want, what you can do is, so I don't want to register my phone, you can give it, no problem. Or if you want to register your mobile number later, you can remind me later and change it country like that. Okay, so it's not important. I don't want to register my phone, I clicked on it. It reaches 90 members. Okay, 10 more members left for 100 century. Okay, let's see. So that is done, guys. So as of now, any questions with related to till here? Don't ask unrelated questions, okay, because 90 members are there, everyone should get disturbance about this. And definitely if you have any questions as of now, what you have seen right in that, definitely you can ask it. Okay, no questions. So next, now you have created your username and password, you can note it down somewhere else, guys. So yeah, now what is
Hello.
this screen? Salesforce, yeah.
Hello. I signed up in mobile, but when I try to log in my laptop, it is showing please check username and password.
So login, so might be, so the login URL might be the problem, so you can check with that one. Okay, so
I use login.salesforce.com. There I entered username and password. I trying, but it is not logged in.
might be username is the wrong. Okay, so it will support even
Uh,
in mobile also.
okay.
it it will support in mobile also. Don't worry about that one. You are doing some mistake. So see, if you want to clarify it, right, so take a screenshots what error you are getting, like what username password you have given for mobile. So try to give same username and password which you have given in browser, right, laptop. So same thing, try it in mobile, same password and try. And you can give in mobile also login.salesforce.com. Generally for mobile, actually there is an application, Salesforce 1. Okay,
Okay.
Salesforce 1 is the application. You need to install that application. I will tell you later, not okay. So now it is not needed. Even for mobile
Okay.
also, guys, right now you should not install any kind of applications right now, and you cannot work in mobile. Okay, so you should use either laptop or desktop, anything, because see, here only you are doing all kind of things. So my suggestion is, don't logging into mobiles right now. Okay, so if you, so forever, right, suppose still you are getting an issue, what you can do is reset your password, or you can create a new Salesforce account. So many Salesforce accounts you can create with the same email address also, guys, so don't worry. So you can create a new developer edition, so free Salesforce account, one more also, if you are still getting any kind of issues, okay, in desktop or laptop. That is the solution. Okay, next. So Salesforce has two views. One is classic view, second is lightning view. What is view? View means just looking. Screens. View means screens, simply. Okay. So this is called lightning screen. Okay, this is called lightning screen. Suppose I want to go with the classic screen. How to go? So have you seen here? Go to right side here, icon, view profile icon, click on it. So in bottom, under options, you can see switch to classic screen. So just click on it. Okay, that's it. In this training, I will explain both screens. So first I will explain about the classic screen, so for few days, and after that one, so I will explain lightning screen and everything. Okay, right now we are going to discussing about the classic screen only. View. So this is the classic view. Okay, so have you observed differences between the classic screen and lightning view? So it is a classic view, right? The look and feel is like a normal, regular. Okay, look and feel is a regular kind of thing, like same. See, features and everything are same, guys. Remember, all features, Salesforce provided features, right? So those features will be available in classic and in lightning. In both views you can see, so same features, but what is the difference? So difference is called look and view. Simply I can say, suppose one person is there, same person. So take any one person, and he wear like poor dress, simply like so begging peoples are there, right? So how, I mean, their dress is looks like so it's teared and it's not good, right? That kind of dress. So generally by looking him, what we can understand, so he's like a poor guy and begging guy, like that. The same person next day, so he wear like a rich dress, coat and everything, costly dress, but by looking him, what we can understand, oh, he's a rich guy, like that. Person is not changed, behavior is not changed, physical, so things are not changed, everything is same, but the only difference is what? Dress. Okay, look and view is the difference. So you can apply the same concept to here also, guys. Okay, so you can apply the same concept to here also. Lightning and classic, so everything is same, features and so functionality, working, everything is same, even in lightning and classic, but the only difference is what? Look and feel. Okay, it's look normal. Okay, but if you go to lightning, right, so you can see rich look. So that is the difference between the, so lightning and classic view. Normal look. rich look. Okay, different styles and so every colors and everything is added here. Okay, now so let's go to overview. So as of now you have seen only two views, lightning view, classic view. Suppose I want to go with so lightning view, right click on it, duplicate it. Okay, so let me show you now. So click on the switch to lightning experience here. Okay, so click on this one and you can see lightning screen. Okay, so you can see here. So this is the classic screen and this is the lightning screen, guys. Okay, features and everything is same, but the look, see here how the look is like. So they have used so rich CSS styles and everything. Okay, to get this kind of rich look. Okay, as of now you can remember only 2 points about the view, classic view, lightning view, and the difference is what, look and feel. That's it. So more than that you don't need to so remember anything. That's it. Next, overview. Okay, now let's see overview about the Salesforce. Okay, so let's change it to some kind of okay, let me go through this one. So when you logging into this one, right, for the first time you are going into the lightning screen and you can switch it to classic screen. After that one you can see here. So let me, I'm selecting this one, right, this is what, top panel. Okay, so called header panel or top panel, whatever it may be, header panel or top panel you can call it as. From here to here which I have selected, right. So first I will explain what is this one. So these are the religious Salesforce logo icon. Okay, technology logo icon, you can easily remember this is a Salesforce technology, and these are the religious icons. So right now you don't know anything about the religious, right, just forget about. Salesforce provided this release icon like that. Okay, and next so this is the search. So search means actually like Google search, you know, right. So in Google you can type anything, you can identify a lot of things, right. So same way, so this is also so search. So call it as a global search. Search, you can call it as a global search. Terminology, okay, technical names you need to remember. Global search. So from here you can so search data, like enter anything and search it. So click on the search button. Okay, anything you can search it like this here. So once you click on the search, right, you can see data. So right now you can remember this is a data. Okay, the original name is what, records, but right now everyone know about the terminology data. You can see these are all the data. Going forward you will see, so you can understand easily what is this data. Okay, this is the search, guys, global search. Once you search here you can identify a lot of data. I mean you can see like this. Okay, this is the so global search. And going forward I will explain so more about all these kind of things. Right now just you can see like this. And next, so this is the icon, switch to lightning experience. So from here to, if you want to move to lightning view, so you can click on this link. Okay, so that you can see lightning screen. And next, so this is what, Mohan training. So somewhere else I have seen this Mohan training. So if you remember, right, when I am creating a Salesforce account, I have given my first name and last name. Okay, so this is what, that one. So first name is Mohan and trainee like that I have given, right, last name Mohan like that. So trainee Mohan, last name and first name. So here it is your details, logged in user details, guys. Okay, now this is the user. Remember, right now you are the user. Okay, and next, suppose I want to see my details, like simply what is this one means, suppose you have created a LinkedIn account or Facebook account or any kind of online applications you have created, right, Twitter accounts like that, and I want to update my profile. So same way here also you can see my profile and my settings. Okay, you can go to either my profile or my settings, not a problem. Go to my settings. Right now you are in a lightning screen, that is the reason it is showing like this, and I want to go to classic screen, so let's me go to here, switch to classic screen. Okay, now go back here, my settings, click on it, and now you can see the screen. So bottom screen, this is a header panel, right? So forget about the header panel, and now you can see the body panel, and from here to here line, right? Under this one you can see left side, you can see the features. These are all called options or features. Okay, terminology, you can remember the terminology, features or options. So you need to use the same terminology, guys. So why I am saying is because if you go to real time, right? So if you try to use these terminologies, then they can think you are an experienced guy. Okay, that is the reason. And so here my personal details, click on the this one, so you can see my personal information like that. So now first name, so last name, so these are the details I have so given while creating a so free Salesforce developer account. So in today first class, right, I have given these are the details, right, and that is stored here. Okay, same way like if you create a Facebook account, you have seen your personal details, right? Same way. So this is my email, and this is my username, both are different I have given, and this nickname is created by Salesforce. Okay, you have not created. And if you want to add your phone number, extension, fax, mobile number, everything, your address, you can add over here, not a problem. Okay, zip code, country IN means codes, so India, and your company information right now I have given. If you want, you can update it. Okay, start of the day like that. Next, and password, if I want to update my password, click on the change my password link left side. So come to personal, and the left side you can see here change my password, you can see over here. So change current password, so that means old password which I have already given, right, and new password. So unlimited years, don't worry. Okay, so this developer arg question is, so how many days I can use this free arg? So unlimited years, guys. Okay, next, new password, confirm password, and security question you can give, save it. So that unlimited years, not arg. Okay, how many years if you want to use, so those many years you can use. There is no limit regarding the usage of the years. Okay, next, so language and time zone, click on it. So you can see this is my time zone, American Pacific, so PST time zone, Pacific Daylight time zone. If you want to change it to Kolkata, so I think so hour is like plus 5:30, you can change your time zone. Plus means above, right? Indian time zone I'm just showing, ASEAN Kolkata, Kathmandu, this is one plus 5:30 GMT. Okay, so ASEAN Kolkata means Indian Standard Time, and local, so it's like you can see here language, English United, so you can see. Okay, and bottom language also there, so English and French dark. So why they have given all these time zones and these kind of things? The question is why. So the answer is, see, involved, right? So many countries are there, and so many any country so can use Salesforce license and can buy it and can use. Okay, so like that is the reason they have provided different languages, see Dutch, so French, and different peoples, different country peoples are using so Salesforce account, right? For them they have given these languages. Okay, the original benefit of the language I will show you going forward. Okay, and if you change this language and if you save it, and whatever you are viewing in English, right, it will be converted into that language, French language or like that. So you want to see, let me show you. So suppose French, and let me save it. Okay, I have saved it. Okay, now you can see it is in a French language, and see here everything, it is not English, it is a French. Okay, so because in real time what will happen, so different country people, you are going to work in a project, right? So that project original client means I mentioned already. So management, suppose here Mahindra Tech, so Mahindra company is the client. So Mahindra company, so might be established in different countries. So in that country, suppose French peoples want to use same application, French clients. So in that situation, you need to change it to French for them, and they will logging into the French only, and they can see everything in the French only. Okay, so that's what just example I am giving you guys. So how they are going to use in real time, that's what, that is the reason they have given so languages like that. Okay, that's it, and finally save it. I changed it to English. That's it. So this is all about the language, and so these are no need right now. Okay, and next, login history. So click on the login history, and you can see when you logged in, what is your IP address, login time, IP address. So login type or status. So what is the URL you have given, location. Okay, last login. So in the login history, your login history, you can see all these things, and past 6 months like that login history also you can download it. Okay, and next, so left side you can see advanced user details. So click on this one, and you can see over here advanced user details. So name, so you have seen somewhere else, right? Let me edit it, and now you can see here. So your first name and last name again, it is your personal so information only, but it is advanced. That means so lot of other features also they have given. Okay, you can see permissions and your email address, your username, all these kind of things. Okay, and few other things you don't know, right? So those things we will see later. Right now, so whatever it is needed, so that's what I have explained, that is enough. And you can see your phone number, extension, these things you can see, and you can update your address also. Okay, so you suppose if you update your address here, and you can see those details also in the personal information, both are same, but in the personal information you can see few details, but in the advanced user details you can see all details. Okay, that is the difference, and you can update it and you can save it. Just save it, no problem, that will be updated. Okay, so that's the title is like that I have given. Anything you can update it, not a problem. So this is all about the user details, guys. User details means your details only. Okay, that's it. Any questions regarding the user details? Now, if you don't know any questions, so let me tell you who is the user here. I'm giving a high level explanation about this one, and going forward, however, you will understand. But right now, just so limited knowledge you can gain it. So you are the user, right? Here, okay, good. But in real time, suppose if you go to a company and they are using unlimited edition, okay, this is a paid arc, suppose, and you can ask a question. Okay, you can ask a question. So who will create user to me? So the project is already established, right? So once you go to the company as a Salesforce developer, and in real time what will happen, so your details will go to onshore team. If you have an onshore team in the project, right, so they will create a Salesforce user to you, and you will get an email like this. Okay, onshore team, like onshore means offshore, you don't know, few people doesn't know what is onshore and offshore. Onshore means, so it's not about the India, is nothing but onshore. Offshore means India, spelling might be, you can check it, offshore and onshore. Okay, out of India, your country, own country, and out of our own country. other country, onshore. These are the technical terminology names, guys. They are going to use in real time, so you can remember those things. Onshore and offshore. Onshore, guys, will create a username and you can verify that account logging into Salesforce. Okay, that's what. So you need to know. Next. Okay, so I have already explained about the my settings, my personal details. I can update like this. And next, what is my profile? Come back. So click on my profile. Okay, you can see again aim say Mohan training. What is this usage? So before that one you can see charter people like that. So it is like a WhatsApp charter, guys. Okay, so this can be used like a WhatsApp charter, like suppose you are working in a project and 20 members are there in the project, and if each one want to so chart, so like if they want to chart so personally or related to project anything, so they can so like use Salesforce charter. Okay, so they can use Salesforce charter to install, I mean they can install the Salesforce charter and they can message everything there itself. Okay, that is one benefit here. And another benefit is like so in the project any updates are going on, okay, they will create groups here, like Facebook groups are there, right? Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups are there, everything they can post in the groups, right? Same way, so they can create groups and they can post all the project related things in the groups. Okay, so I will show going forward, right? So I will explain you and I will create a groups and I will show you how they can use these kind of things in real time. But right now I am just giving a high level explanation. Okay, so these are the benefits of this one and this is my details. Okay, next, developer console, third one. So just click on it and you can see it. Okay, this is the developer console. So the benefit of the developer console is my settings you have seen, and my profile also same only that you have seen. Third one, developer console. Okay, so developer console you can see here. Here you can write the coding. This is used to write the coding, guys. So few peoples in demo class they have asked, right? So which tools do I need to install anything to write a code, right? So you no need to install anything, guys, to write a code. You can use this one to write a code. Okay, and here feature options are there. You can go here and select all these kind of things and write the code. Okay, that's it. So developer console is used to write the code. That's it. Next, fourth one. So switch to lightning experience. So you can use this link also to move to lightning experience screen. Okay, again this is one link. By using this link also you can move to lightning view, or by clicking on this one also you can move to lightning view. So anyone is same only, guys, both are same, this one and this one, anything you can use it. And next is logout.
Sir.
If you click on this,
Hello.
yeah,
సార్ మీ క్లాసిక్ నుంచి లైటింగ్ మూవ్ అయిపోతుంది సార్ ఆటోమేటిక్గా సెట్టింగ్స్ టచ్ చేసినప్పుడు.
క్లాసిక్ నుంచి లైట్నింగ్ మూవ్ అవుతుందంటే నువ్వు లైట్నింగ్ లోకి వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ క్లాసిక్ మూవ్ చేయాలి, లేకపోతే అది మూవ్ అవుతానే ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే ఓకే
లైట్నింగ్ లోకి వెళ్ళి ఐకాన్ మీద మూవ్ టు క్లాసిక్ అని కొట్టాలి, స్విచ్ టు. కొట్టకపోతే ప్రతిసారి అట్లానే మూవ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, యా. So next thing is what? Logout. If you click on the logout, so you can logged out from this arc. Okay, that's it. That is it. And so that's all about the user menu. Okay, my profile and my settings are related to what? Personal details. And developer console is used to so writing the code. Switch to lightning experience means you can see lightning screen like that. Next, setup. Next option is what? So setup. Okay, so click on it. You can click on the setup and now you can see the body screen. So top level screen is always same only, it is not changing. And you can see the bottom screen, body screen, and you can see lot of things are there. And what you need to observe is the left side. You need to observe this left side box. This box only you need to observe, only left side. What are these? These are the features. Okay, these are all the features. Features, okay? This is the terminology, features, which are provided by Salesforce. Okay, these are all the features I'm saying, right? In the clouds, I always say features, right? These are all features. These are the features which are already given by Salesforce, right? So those you can see left side box here, okay? This is the one. And this right side box, forget about, for time being, nothing is there, okay? But the left side box you can see here, you can see all the features. That's it. Next. And by using these features only, okay, we are going to work in a real time. By using all these left side features only, we are going to work so in real time. Okay, remember that one. Okay, and now see, few people definitely will think, okay, so many features are there, do I need to work on all these features? No, the question is, do I need to work on all these project features for single project? No, even you didn't get a chance to work with all these features in one project. These features are provided so based on the all projects. So in one project you may use few features, and in another project you may use a few other features, okay? But in a single project you cannot use all these features, okay? And now in this training what we are going to see is, so I'm going to explain about the common features which are going to be used in all projects, okay? That's what. And suppose I want to see something, so simply I don't know all these features because I'm very new to this one. So how could I go? Like I need to expand this one, I need to click on this one, see here, okay? So what will happen? So many features are there, right? How could I go to, suppose, see here, objects are there. I want to go to objects simply. I want to open objects simply. See, you need to go to create. That means you need to remember, build, create, like that. So it's a difficult task with everyone, right? So my suggestion is here, you can search that one, quick find. So simply what you need, objects, right? Objects, search it here. And you can see, so like come down and you can see here under create, you can see objects, okay? So this is the quick find search box. What is this one? Under this one, setup, quick find search box. So use it to identify all the features which are given by Salesforce. Suppose I want to go with workflows, some other feature, you can see here, you can type it. And now some people will have a question, so what is the difference between this global search and this search? Okay, so this global search will search only the data, okay? You don't know the difference between the data and features, both are different, guys. Going forward again, after 1 week you can understand what is the data and what is the feature. Right now you can think like both are different, simply you can think both are different, but after 1 week you get a clear picture, what is the data, what is the feature, okay? And this search is used only for features, and this global search will used only for data. Both are different. Used to search only for features, and this global search used to search for only for data, okay? Data is different, feature is different, remember, okay? That's it. Next, setup is completed, right? Good. And next, help. So click on the help. Okay, so now you can see what is this one, Trailblazer, community, all this is a Salesforce site, help.salesforce.com, okay, which is created by Salesforce, and you can see a lot of other things are there. Generally, who will use this help and these kind of things? Let me show you one thing. Like suppose like workflow is one topic. I want to go through the documents. I don't know workflows. I want to see the documents. So type workflow and enter it. And you can see these are all the documentations which are related to workflow. So who has provided these documentations? Salesforce has provided the documentation. Okay. Salesforce has provided so many documentations which are related to. If you want, you can open it. No problem. So see here, Salesforce has provided the documentation. You can just go through the links and all these kind of things. Okay. See inside this one. Outside, see how all these kind of things given by Salesforce. So this is the benefit. So what is the one benefit for help? Okay. So getting topic related documents, search documents related to topic. Next, along with that one, any other things are there. So in Google, so related to Salesforce, suppose you are working in a company, real-time company, and so you got stuck somewhere else. Okay, you have an issue, and what will happen is, so you have checked with your team members. I'm talking about the real time. You have checked with your team members, and even they also couldn't know the answer about the that requirement or question, whatever it may be. And what you can do is, so you can in Google, like you can go to here and you can post a message like that. So I am having this issue, and anyone can help me. So many people are logged into this community. Okay, so many people are logged into the community. They will help you related to that one. So now let's go back here. Why I'm saying is, you can see the results, right? Can you see here? Answers, App Exchange, articles, all these kind of things. Okay, questions, okay, ideas, okay, documentation. So whatever you want, you can see questions. So right now, what is this question? You can see only questions. So what are these questions? In real time, so someone is working in their project and they got the issue. Okay, they have posted here, and that question you have seen here. Let's go to here, any one question example. Okay, and here you can see, so he has an issue with related to some issue, and someone has posted the answer, this one, like that. And if it is a best answer, like that. Okay, suppose even in real time, if you got an issues, right, so like this also you can post as a question, and if someone has answered, so that will be added over here. Okay, so the benefit is what, even you can so provide questions and get the answers. Okay, so post questions.
Mohan, we can't able to hear you. No, we can't able to hear you.